Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor, or Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 43 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today, we are actually down in this little basement area that I've created underneath all the refined storage area. And we are actually making some laser-based drills. I've set one down here just kind of testing to see what we can actually get. And some of this stuff I'm actually voiding, of course, because I don't need redstone, I don't need gold, iron, copper, but some of this stuff we actually can use, so I'm keeping it. So I actually wanted to set this up on camera just because I'm also trying to get uranium, and uranium is a non-renewable one, right? There's no other way to really get uranium, so I'm actually trying to get it through this way, which I mean is kind of working. Of course, uranium chunks can be smelted down into ingots. They can be macerated, pulverized, arc furnaced, crushed, thrown through the chemical dissolution chamber, turned into dirty uranium slurry with water, then becomes clean uranium slurry, which then becomes crystals, which becomes uranium shards, which becomes clumps, which becomes dirty uranium dust, uranium ingot. Which is Mekanism's way of saying, hey, you can totally make a lot more ingots with this than you have been. Because here's the other method. This is like the final ultimate method, basically, because you need sulfuric acid, which sulfuric acid's a whole nother process, because you need to get sulfur trioxide, water vapor. Sulfur trioxide is oxygen, sulfur dioxide is sulfur, and a chemical oxidizer. So there's a lot of steps, right? The water vapor is a rotary condensator, I believe, in reverse of water. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I just know it's not that complicated. But the sulfur, trioxide and dioxide and all that is complicated. So let's get into this. So the way I've created this room is a little bit odd. I should have pushed these back, but I think for now we'll keep it. These things, I believe, can accept quite a lot of these laser drills. I think it's like 100 or something. But there's like a certain radius and all of that jazz you have to conform to, and we're going to kind of conform to that. I'm going to put 9 here, and sooner or later 9 here, and then of course 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, and 9. Went a little German there, but that's alright. Alrighty, so... Oh, no. The way you want to place these is actually this direction. You can also rotate these, by the way. I just haven't been, because I don't like rotating them too much. But we'll go here. So kind of in the front. There we go. And we'll just place all of these bad boys. I actually should, real quick, get some add-ons. So... before I mention anything, the ore laser base can only take efficiency and processing upgrades, so just keep that in mind. So we'll take 9, I'm going to say 9 a lot this episode, speed upgrades, and then, of course, we'll grab 9 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, there we go, and then just 10 of these. No more 9 comments there, right? So we also can then place our ore laser base, which we have in our inventory. Of course, we need some cobblestone or something. This hole is really not necessary, by the way. You could just put it towards bedrock. I just like the giant hole idea. I don't know why. Anyway, you can see all of these have just connected with these white particle effects. Same thing over here. If you were to put a laser drill on the very top, by the way, like right here in this corner, it will not connect. It'll say 404, target not found, and that's how you know it's out of radius. Alright, so let's throw our ultimate cables here. We'll turn on power. And of course, everything is going to fill, so it's going to drain power pretty quickly here. So let's actually check on how our power is doing since I've started that first one, because I have not checked. I mean, we're outputting. And nothing too crazy. I mean, what? We're still putting in 144,000 RF per tick. So I think for now we're still good. I gotta travel through the maze here. And then we'll throw on a chest. We'll throw output to the top, so push that. And you can see how slow this is with just no upgrades, right? Then we also want to throw our lime laser lenses in here, which will make this slower, by the way. So add-on time, 12 of these, 10 of these, and 9 of these. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Nope, missed the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think you could probably throw another processing upgrade in this, by the way, if you really wanted to. But I think for now, good. I think so. This is ETA 1 second processing upgrade. It looks like it starts at like 35-ish. I'm not sure. So if I throw in 2, I can't even throw in 2. I can't throw in more than 1, apparently, of each upgrade. So keep that in mind. I think I might have yeeted those into there, which might not be a good thing, but that's all right. I think I did. Alrighty, so all of the upgrades are placed. Let's see what depth I've put this one at. So I put this one at 30. So let's go for 30 here. All right. And of course, we have a pretty decent selection of ores. Of course, we are actually going to set up a trash can. And also, I'm not going to set up one central trash can. I really could just entangle block this. But I think this just looks nicer. Let's see. Actually, let's take out the trash can so we don't void everything. Smack this, throw the pipe upgrade on there, and let's grab like iron, emerald, raw copper. I already grabbed the iron. I don't really care about the sapphires, redstone, quartz, coal, gold. Everything else is pretty decent in here. All right, so we'll then throw this stuff in here. And of course, as time goes on and we get more ores that we really don't need, we will of course void them. All right. And it looks like we are doing pretty decently with all of this. Yeah. And that's the setup. I do want to set one of these up as well for sulfur. I'm probably going to set up about 4 for each. Of course, this is going to take a lot of power. I mean, this is constant 6,000, 3,000 FE per tick. So this is like super used, right? This is like using power left and right. That's fine. We are actually using this to get more power sooner or later, of course. So don't worry. I want to build a extreme reactor sooner or later, and or the actual mechanism reactor. I'm not 100% sure on which one I want to do yet. Might do both, who knows. But uranium is a good thing to get. I do need to also probably figure out getting this stuff out of here, because if this runs for a while, it probably will, you know, actually go a little crazy. So I probably need to figure that out. We could probably do an ender chest with like a drawer for a lot of this stuff. Because, I mean, some of this stuff, of course, we do want to process efficiently. There's not really the best ways to do it. I mean, I've kind of just been throwing it into the enrichment chamber with 3, getting 4, and then calling it a day. The purification chamber always guarantees 2, because you get that, you throw that into a crusher, you throw that into an enrichment chamber. That would always guarantee 2. That's a very simple double recipe, basically. I think, what was the triple one? Let's see. As I know this is double. I think the triple is the shards. Or kind of like triple. So 3 to 8, you're basically getting 2 more. 2 more then converts down to a clump, down to that, down to that. So yeah, we could definitely look at either the, which machine was that? the chemical injection chamber with hydrogen chloride. Ooh, that might be a bit much. Because that's chlorine, which chlorine is sodium. Okay, so brine. We'd have to set up all the thermal stuff. Okay, anyway. I think for now, we'll let this go. And we'll move on to getting some clay production set up here. So with clay, we are looking at getting a chemical injection chamber, right? So chemical injection chamber from Mekanism. So we need one of these bad boys, which requires a purification chamber, which requires an enrichment chamber, and a lot of that stuff's probably going to get used. So let's make a steel casing. Let's then make this. Let's then make the second tier purification, chemical injection, and I don't think this is upgradable. Oh, it is actually. So let's upgrade that. Let's try and upgrade this a few more times, and I will be right back with that ultimate version of this. All right, one of the next things we'll need is a rotary condensator. Whatever. We need this. That's fine. We'll need a basic chemical tank. We'll need... Everything else is auto-craftable, so let's just grab that. I don't think there's an upgraded tier of this. It's just the recipes, so that is good. Let's also grab a sink real quick. You know, a very important item in modded Minecraft, which is a sink. Let's see here. So we need a bucket. And I think I have a sink over here somewhere. There we are. Alrighty. And there we go. And we'll let that sink in. Come on in. No, hold on. This is what you got to do. You get a sink, you know, you put it on the opposite side of the door, and you're just like, oh, come on in. All right, that's a done joke. I've let the sink in, and yeah, we'll move on for there. All right, so I don't know where we want to place this bad boy. I'm kind of thinking like right here-ish should be fine. Let's actually quickly muffle some of this stuff because I have removed a lot of the muffles. So we can just look up mechanism. Just we could also look up thermal. We could also look up shear. Remember, not to capitalize. Unless you live in America. Of course, capitalize on anything you can because capitalism, right? Anyway, so the process we need to go through for this is we actually need a rotary condensator. So we'll think right here, sink, and we will actually toggle the operation. We'll say, not that, we don't want items. We want fluids input on the top, which just might not be able to pull. So let's grab a fluid pipe of some sort. So do I have anything for mechanism in that sense? There we go. We got an elite. That'll work. Let's grab a configurator. Wherever that is. Here it is. We'll switch this to fluids. All right, and of course we will immediately mute this. So mechanism, rotary condensator, perfect. And we have water vapor. All right, so water vapor is then going to go into this ultimate factory here, which I believe we can just set this bad boy here. We probably need to get power over here. So let's go for flux point. Still need to automate this stuff. I really need to get on that. Oh, and I have this configured to the fluid grid. Let's get that out of here. Alrighty, flux point. And we'll need some sort of power. Which I think I only have elite. Yeah, can I upgrade those? I should probably throw these on auto crafting at some point. Alrighty. And let's just do this. We'll turn this to power. And then what we need to do is actually look at the clay recipe, because I do not recall. So we actually need dirt. So clay, which is, so clay here, and we look at chemical injection, injecting dirt with steam or water vapor, which is what we have just created in this machine, water vapor. If we actually say gases out the front, and we say, oh, nope, it's actually already working. So now we need to get the dirt, which dirt actually has a recipe as well. So let's see. So dirt, which is, which one was I thinking? I mean, this will work. We just need biomass and sand, which we have endless sand, right? So I think we could do this. Biomass might be a problem. Or biofuel, which is a crusher with a number of things, right? So let's actually look at something here. Hold on. So clay, dirt. So this is kind of a little bit more complicated, right? So we need dirt, which is a metallurgic infuser, which is sand and biomass or biofuel, which I really wanted to click on. There we go. And if we did, is dye an option? I mean, Lily of the Valley. Okay. I don't think dyes are an option, but this gives me an idea with the photogenic thing from thermal, right? This machine over here. So phytogenic, whatever, phytogenic insulator. So phytogenic. We grab this, and I don't know what they said the top was, but I don't really care too much. I think I could just use some sort of sunflower, right? We've got melon. Okay, so rosebush, potatoes, baked potatoes, netherwort. I'm seeing like 555. Cake, cookies, melons, or so pumpkins, warped wart blocks, carrots. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything that's absolutely spectacular. So what we'll do here is we will set this here. Well, actually, hold on. I guess we can set this here because the power is on the ground. Well, actually, power's never stopped us before. What are we doing? We've got the power. Hold on. Right? Like, what am I doing here? Let's make this better. Entangled blocks to the rescue here. We can actually simply just throw this down here. Entangle this to there. We've got power. Then we say on the right, we've got water. And we then can grab a Lily of the Valley or something like that. Can I throw a lily pad in here? Will that work? Okay, no, it won't. I was just curious. I mean, it might work. It might just take forever. All right, so there's that. And then we grab an augment. All right, so an augment. We want this one. Actually, I have these on AutoCraft, don't I now? Yeah. And then linkage, which we'd want 3 of these. Actually, no, we'd only want 2 of these. And then we want the one that's over here. What is that called? I want to make sure. Cyclic processing. Like cyclical. Cyclical. All right, and then we need, of course, silver plates, which I think I have my hammer actually on me, which is where exactly? Do I not have it on me? That's fine if I don't. There we go. We'll just grab a few of these bad boys. And then, of course, redstone servo. And bada bing, bada boom. We'll grab a component. That should be done. The linkage amplifiers. And we should have that all sorted. We throw one in here. And then we grab a crusher from Mekanism. I'm not too worried about it being like a ultimate, but I guess since we have everything else ultimate, we might as well just go for it. So 2 buckets of lava. 1, 2. I guess I could have just thrown them in here. There we go. And then let me get this tiered up real quick. Alrighty, with that we have an ultimate crushing factory. And of course we can run our pipe under here. Let's get rid of that bottom pipe. And we can say input on top. We want this to output on bottom. Which I don't know if will work. It looks like it might not work. Oh, there it goes. Not 100% sure why it took a second, but it did. And we can sort that. Let's actually grab some mechanism speed upgrades. So mechanism at mech speed. Let's just grab 16 of these. And then of course we want energy as well. So we could just type in upgrade, honestly. And we'll grab 16 of these as well. Alrighty, almost there. There we go. And then we will throw those, and those. And there we go. So we've got biofuel being produced. Now what we want to do is create the dirt, right? So this will be used for metallurgic infuser. So at mech metallurgic. And then we'll probably make an infusing factory, I believe is what it's called. Yeah. And then, of course, we can craft up our tiers, which I honestly kind of forget I always have them. So let me be right back. Alrighty, with that, we now have an ultimate infusing factory, which we can then throw there. And of course, the back is where we're going to say yellow. And in the front here, we're going to say output eject on. Right? And then, of course, we want auto sort. And what else do we need here? So we want to make sand into dirt. So where is my sand being produced right now? It's this one, I believe. I could just look at this. Okay, so we can just grab that oak drawer. That'll work, yeah. And then of course that'll probably kick on after a little bit. All right, so let's see. Sand. There we go. We don't really use sand that much, so it's not like it's going to affect really anything. We'll just plop that there. Say top is input. That might not work. Okay, let's do a pipe of some sort. I think we could just do an item pipe with a simple gold, or advanced, I meant. I saw gold and said gold, that's why I just did that. But the advanced one, because we have one laying around. Let's grab our crescent hammer here to make sure that's not connected. We'll plop that down there, do that, and do that. So there is our dirt, right? And of course, it looks like we need to also power this. Who knew? I probably did, but I completely forgot that second here. Let's grab some stone, just real quick, because I'm gonna get bothered. Oh, and let's mute some machine again. So mechanism, mute. All right, and this actually is working over here. You can see that we do currently have that going. We are actually running out of water vapor, and another reason why that could be is because we never grabbed upgrades specifically for this machine. So let's grab those. And I believe some of these machines actually do have different upgrades. So don't forget to look at that every once in a while. See, like this actually has a gas upgrade, which a gas upgrade basically just makes it more efficient when using the actual bar down here, right? The actual injection material. So let's see. So we need iron dust. So if I actually grab some iron ingots, a couple stacks here, and this actually can be used in our system down here, and I've honestly completely forgot. So this infusion factory, we actually could just straight up throw some gas upgrades in here, and that would be, you know, totally awesome, right? Like that turtle from Finding Nemo once said. He probably never said that, but that's okay. One can dream. So gas upgrade. There we go. I just have to remember what it looks like for a second. That's why I completely spaced. Infused alloy. Let's just grab a couple stacks of those. Not like we're running short on redstone or iron anytime soon. And let's see. So there's 8 of those. We might as well grab another 8 so we can throw them in some of the machines downstairs. Because, you know, might as well. All right. And then we can do this. And then, of course, we can actually grab our other upgrades. These and these. And we can throw them into here. And just like that, we have a whole lot more water vapor for this system. We can actually split this, by the way. So it might struggle a little bit, but that is fine. So we've got, yeah, see, increases the efficiency of gas using machinery. So that is awesome. Of course, we can actually come down here and see if this is a possibility for these as well. You can see that this is actually not able to be because it is not a gas, right? So if I was using a gas, I completely forgot these aren't using gas, they're using solids, and that is fine. I'm not 100% sure how this actually detects that. I'm guessing it is by like the actual input of what is being, you know, thrown into the machine. So water vapor, for example, which is awesome. Oh, and also it's because it's an injecting factory, not an infusion factory. Completely forgot that. That's okay. We have these for later use. But that is clay. We actually have clay production. So what we can do is actually grab a, at functional storage, we can grab a drawer. All right. And we can actually get this all set up over here. Throw an inventory checker and all of that fancy jazz on it. So we can, you know, stop all the machinery whenever we actually need to. So let's actually grab some clay blocks, which I don't think I have any. Hence why I needed to make some clay. I mostly wanted clay for decoration purposes. And, you know, whatever works, right? Okay, just want to make sure that's added. Alrighty. And, of course, we can entangle block this. So we'll just do entangled block. Only need one. And we can just throw that right here. Boop. And we can disable that. Alrighty. Everything looks good. Alrighty, so with that, that is the completion of this clay generation. I will throw an inventory checker on this off camera. We already have 426 clay. That is awesome. I did actually throw upgrades into this, by the way. I completely forgot to do that. But this is very slow. I might throw another phytogenic insulator in here and see if that'll help. Because right now it definitely is not the fastest. I don't think there's really any other way to get flowers through, you know, the actual thing. I guess we could throw flint in here. We could throw something like that in here. I don't know if that would really work that well, but I mean, we could, you know, just toss a stack in here and see, but it doesn't look like I can actually. But that's all right. So with that, I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!